Hello. Just want to start this out with giving a shout out to True Crime Missing But Not Forgotten. I wasn't going to cover this, but I had sat down to rewatch it because I had just kind of skimmed through it the first time. But I just feel there's some things that kind of need to be discussed, and hopefully one of my videos, because I don't feel like I'm always an ass. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am a smart ass. I know I am. I know I say things. But I'm actually just hoping that one time Trisha will watch one of these videos and be like, oh my God, they're right. I don't know if that'll happen, but we shall see.
People, thank you all for being here. If you have not already, please subscribe to this channel and please share this video and give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whichever you prefer.
I also just want to say, Trisha, what's up with this thumbnail? What is your real purpose behind this? And I'm not claiming that you're a false Christian. That's not what I'm saying at all. I just wonder sometimes if you do these things to play on people's emotions.
And a special thank you to all the new subs. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thought your subs weren't going anywhere. Thought you had been hacked and they were already into that channel.
As some of you know, this is a drama-free channel. We do not tolerate drama, bullying, slandering, stalking, harassment. It doesn't happen on this channel. Alright, so you're very safe here. Okay, so, thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you everyone for being here. Now, I want to address some things that are going on YouTube in the Summer Wells case. There's some creators that have lost it and are off their rockers. And we all know this. And I'm not talking about Molly Golightly or Michelle After Dark or any of them. They're great. I love their channels. I'm specifically talking about the ones that go on every single day. Doing nothing because of drama, bullying, slandering, harassment, and stalking. They have also made false police reports and false child protective services reports. Okay? And then they've also hacked into my channel, the manipulous.
Okay. That's one thing that I wanted to touch on. Okay. I believe that no one should call CPS on someone unless these kids are, in serious stress. And I don't believe that you abuse your children. And I personally wouldn't call CPS on you. But your man did verbally abuse. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care. Because you say that he was talking to a 17-year-old. We all heard the video. There was not a teenager coming out talking and saying something and then him replying to it. Because if that was the case, we would have heard it. We heard everything else. Even heard you go over and whisper, you can't be talking to me like that. That's child abuse. And you did not say that they're going to say it's child abuse. I hope to God that, well, I know what you said, but I'm glad that you said you can't talk to them like that. That's child abuse. I hope you just wasn't doing it for the sake of videoing for YouTube. I really hope that you would call him out in any situation, him acting like that, because, I mean, that's just not how you talk to your kids. I get it. Parents get frustrated and it's just like, ugh. But still, they always say it takes 1,000 attaboys to come back from one false word towards your children. So I really do hope, like I said, that you do that in other cases and not just because you're on YouTube. Because I actually gave props to you when you walked over there and you said something for him doing it. Sorry, there's a car passing my house. But then when you came back, when people were calling you out on it, and then you said, no, this is what I said. I didn't say that. I was like, dang, girl, I respected you more when you actually called out your man for doing it. And then you're just trying to cover up for it. Like, because I was looking at it like, hey, at least there's a parent in the house that's like making sure the other parent is held accountable. But then you came back with that, and I'm like, maybe not. But You should talk to your children differently. Same way with your man. I just hope that's not an everyday thing.
This account is actually the hacker. BK got that boy to hack into my account. And just so you all know, that's Jaslyn. Okay? Now, I want to address something else too, y'all.
I also want to say, okay, it's Maleficent. It's really easy to say. You always say it wrong, and it just, I don't know. It just drives me insane. But you said for a couple months that Maleficent was actually BK's channel, and that BK made it, and that he was behind it, and that he did it. You've said that about, I don't know how many channels now. Like, I get it. I get it, your frustration with BK. I get that, because even if you had thought that he was the one hacking you and you had just asked him about it and y'all discussed it, it would have been different. But you just went right into accusing him without having solid proof. I know you say you do, but you've never showed that proof. Never. You've just always said that he said it. And you've never showed those videos. I know that you had like a little clip on there of something, but sometimes I feel like Benny just says things to be a smartass and to like dig into people. And I really feel that that's what he was doing to you that night. Only because I've watched you since the beginning, and I used to have mad respect for you. But then when all this stuff happened, it just made me see you in a different light, like totally. Because I was like, she is not the person I thought she was, and not someone that I want to watch and respect, because I couldn't do that anymore.
The Andrew situation. H is that. Okay, so the photos of the kids with purple on their faces. I did not, I repeat, I did not get those photos off of his Facebook or any of his social.
Okay. Now, this was one of the things that I wanted to discuss on. Okay. I get it. You're even saying, I repeat, they're not from Andrew's channel. Okay. But what you did do, Tricia, is take pictures from his Facebook, pictures from random people on Allie's Facebook, and you made that video. You was not specific on, okay, this came from this person, this came from that person. You made that slideshow, put them all into one big bunch, and put it out there. So, of course, people are going to naturally assume, well, that all came from Andrew's page. Especially when you didn't even black out his face or the two kids that were standing with him.
Social media. Those photos do not belong to Andrew. I repeat, those photos do not belong to Andrew. They just that.
Shouldn't have put them together.
They belong to a random friend of Allison's on Facebook. I specifically spoke about this several times, and I have made it clear. Why this information keeps getting mixed up? Well, because of those bullying creators. They are going to take information, wad it up, mix it up, and throw it out. Because that's all they can do. They don't go on and make content because they don't know how. So they use everybody else's content, go live and show other people's videos. And they think, oh, well, I sped it up and I cut it up, so I don't get a copyright. Apologize, guys. I don't get a copyright, but that's still not make it okay. You're still stealing creators' work, and you know it. So be prepared for Gorman to take over. Okay? All you do is run around here, and I'm talking about one specific creator the most. All you do is run around and talk crap. That's it. You do nothing for this community, you do nothing for Summer Wells, and you do nothing for yourself. Put down the keyboard, go get a job, and be a real man. Okay? Now, they can lie on me all they want, make up lies all they want, but I have contacted Andrew myself on Messenger, so pretty sure he's going to believe me over BK and anybody else that's making up lies on me. I never said those photos were his. I did have a couple photos that belonged to him, but I showed those, and when I showed them, I said they belonged to him. But the other ones, I specifically said they belonged to a random person on Allison's friends list. Okay?
No, you made a slideshow with all of them together.
WCIW newsroom.
You're full of shit.
She needs to stop. She needs to stop. The lady has lost her everlasting mind. Back in 2086. Okay. I'm sorry, 1986. She had lost her everlasting mind. 1986. Now in 2022, she has gotten so bad that she doesn't even make sense when she speaks. So I just ask you guys.
Okay, I do want to put this out there, okay? I totally disagree with the things that WCIW is putting out there. That is not okay. That is not okay to use your child's pictures, especially to blast out your deceased son everywhere, every day, and not even to mention, she says that it's Michael Vaughn. Everybody knows that it's not that child. But I do want to say that if you, because you keep saying this, and this is what just irritates me so bad, and it really does piss me off. Okay, you keep saying, she needs a straitjacket, she needs this, she needs that, she's insane, okay? If you truly believe that this woman could be mentally unstable, you are a big witch for sitting here saying all that stuff about her and then saying about the straitjacket and things like that. That is not funny. I get it that what she's doing is wrong, but it's really shitty of you to sit there and be like, yeah, she needs to be in a padded cell. She needs a straitjacket. She needs that. She's this. She's mentally unstable. Think about that. Like, seriously, if you had somebody that you cared about and you believed them to not be mentally right, please tell me how it would be okay for someone to say those things about that person. I get your frustration with her putting out the pictures, but if you think she's really not okay in the head, then why are you acting the way that you're acting? Like, that makes no sense to me. Because, okay, if role reversed, okay, if I was in your shoes and someone was making a video like that and I really thought that they weren't okay in the head, I definitely wouldn't be making videos about them, cussing them out and talking about how crappy a person they are, and then make jokes about the straitjacket and things like that. Because that's not a good person. And that's what I'm saying. Your little thumbnail is funny because you're the one that put it on there. You are far from being that person because you don't use that little pea brain of yours to actually think and put things together. I just don't get how you don't think like that.
You guys, be aware of that. Don't believe what you hear. You need to start asking for proof. The YouTube community has gotten completely insane. So, if you want to believe anything you hear, then you better look it up. You better check it out yourself. Because I'm telling you now, there's lots of lies. Lots of lies. And it's for views and money. These creators don't care about summer whales. Absolutely not. If they did, they wouldn't be talking about other creators every day and making up fake phone calls and everything else. They would be looking for summer, right? Like Molly Golightly. I love her. She is great. I ask that you go subscribe to her channel if you have not already.
What do you mean making up fake phone calls?
The only YouTuber that I watch, her and Michelle After Dark, they're the only ones I believe in. You know why? Because they're not full of drama, and they don't care about all that money. At all. I can't believe what has happened. And these 6 people, there's 6 creators that are sick.
Care about the money.
And I do have a lawsuit, just so you guys know. It's illegal to bully someone. It's illegal to stalk, harass, slander. You can't do it. You can't. And they're bringing up my son every single day that passed away of cancer that's sick. Who does that? WCIA, girl, you're gonna be in a mental institution. You're messing with me.
Right there.
I've asked you several times to take my children off of your channel. You will not do it. So, what am I to do? I've made a police report, and I've sent everything to the FBI. They got for soon court hearings, thanks to COVID. So, that's basically what I wanted to touch bases with you guys on. Let you guys know, do not believe everything you hear. Look it up, check it out, make sure it's true. If you believe everything you hear, what would this world be? Now, it reminds me of that little thing that we used to do in school that would teach you that rumors get around, and once they start getting around, the message actually starts getting mixed up. So the teacher would set all of us in a circle. He would whisper students' ears, and then as it made its way around to the 40 people in the classroom, you could tell after about the 6th person, mix the words up. And it does happen. Missing but not forgotten since 2018. I have videos of my children on there, my sister that had a stroke, very good videos that are not replaceable. Very sentimental videos, in other words. They are not replaceable, and they don't care. They absolutely don't care. BK said that if I would apologize to him for saying that he may have something to do with Summer's case, then he'll give me my channel back. I don't know, guys. It's sick. It's totally sick, and I don't get it.
You know he does not have your channel. You know that.
No. I have been told yesterday.
Can't give something back you ain't got.
A couple people that I absolutely thought I could trust are not trustworthy. They are not trustworthy. Okay, and for 7 months that I've been talking to these creators and these followers and subscribers and mods, They were against me the entire time.
Oh, whatever.
And I had no idea.
No, they were not.
But I started figuring it out when I started figuring YouTube out and all the little things you can.
Most of the people that you are having a war with had no idea who you was until you started accusing them of doing things to you. Go back, watch their videos. Watch from the day your channel got taken down, and you go back and you see when all their stuff's still up. Seriously, go back and see how much they talked about you because they didn't know who you were.
One here. I was in my blocked list and realized that my family's gotten blocked and a lot of supporters have gotten blocked that have been very good supporters. There was only one mod on my channel that entire time. So that tells you right there. Alright? Now, I will never have another moderator except for Casey. She's my mod.
Are you kidding me? Are you really throwing Lindsay under the bus like that? Ugh.
And she's the only mod I'll ever have. She's the only one that I can trust. Well, I might have another mod, but not right now. But yes, just wanted to come on here and let you guys know, don't believe everything you hear.
You said the same thing about Jamie K. Then you stabbed her in the back. You sat there, you made all these allegations about her, then blocked her to where she couldn't defend herself. And now you're doing the same thing to Lindsay. That woman has done nothing but defend you. She has defended your honor this whole time everything's been going on. She has had so many people say bad things to her because she actually stuck up for your stupidity that people thought she was crazy. But she wasn't. She was trying to be a loyal friend. But you don't know what loyal is. So you don't recognize it.
There's a lot of misinformation going around on YouTube right now. Nobody cares. They don't care what they're doing to people. They don't care if they destroy your life. They don't care if they put your children in danger. They don't care. And those type of people are monsters. WCIA, you're a monster for what you're doing to my children. And like I said, she did know. If she does know my son's sick and passed away in 2015 of cancer, because she said she was all over that Facebook getting them pictures. And guess what? It's all over that Facebook. So for her to come on and lie to you all and tell you nothing about it, and tell you that he's missing, and that he looks like something's wrong with him, because he does look sick in the photos. He was going through cancer treatments. I don't get it. Just what is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? I've never done nothing to her. Ever. So I know for a fact someone had her do this. So I dug. And I did whatever I had to do to get in her channel and figure it out. And I got it. The messages. Everything. She was put up to this, y'all. Somebody had her do it. Y'all probably know who I'm talking about. The one that likes to hurt people and destroy people and put their videos all over his channel and call them thieves. You know? Well, I chopped it and I made it where it won't give me a copyright, so I ain't a thief. No, you're still a thief. No matter if you got a copyright or not. You don't even make your own content, but you steal everybody's content. You don't have any of your own. How the hell there's 9,000 people on that channel? I don't know. But it ain't going to be up much longer. Because the Internet Crime Unit, if they don't do something, I will sue them. I'm not going to play around. I'm not going to play. This has really affected me.
JLR.
It's affected my children. Well, it's not affected my children, but it's affected me. And if I'm affected, then that affects my children, right? Okay. I may even have to have therapy, y'all. Due to the stress of them bringing my son up every day and showing his picture and making me have to rethink about that every single day. 3.5 months now. 3.5 months. Every day. And I'm getting tagged in it. They're tagging me in it. Their title in their videos, missing but not forgotten. So I have to see it. Okay? To let me remind you, all I done was use a couple creators' videos, and I had no idea it even belonged to them. And I explained this to them. Someone sent me that on Messenger, and I had no idea because they had attitude.
I can say I have never, ever put your son in my videos. I have, however, put the comment that you made about your son in my videos because people need to know what type of person you really are.
Didn't cut it up. There was no watermarks, nothing. And I don't watch other creators, so I had no idea that it was someone's video. The only creators I watch are Michelle After Dark and Molly. And it went on their channels, so I did not realize it. Well,
it's funny that story just came out recently of you saying that. Because at first, you said that you had just made the videos yourself, that they were your videos. And then it went to, I don't even remember. You've had so many different stories and so many different lies. I can't keep up with them. But literally, you have said so many different things. How do we know when to believe you, Tricia? Like, how do we know when you're telling the truth and when you're not? If you change your story every other day, you don't know what's true, what isn't.
That's how it happened. I've explained that to them. They don't care. They don't care. I'm still a thief and a no good person. And they're going to destroy my life. This is what somebody told me one day. That's like, this is basically what they're doing. You stole a video. Your kids need to be taken immediately. Get them kids immediately. She stole a video. Take her kids out of there. That's basically what it sounds like, y'all. That's what y'all are doing.
No, it doesn't.
That's what y'all are doing by sending child protective services and police and pizza men and stalkers and everything else. That's sick. Leave the children out of it. And WCIW says that she's got the right to post those pictures of my children because they're missing kids. No, they're not missing. They're right here beside me. They're not missing. And my little boy, the one that she targets the most, he passed away in 2015 to cancer. And like I said, she knows that because it's all over that Facebook that she was on. So why did she fail to share that information with everybody and was just telling everybody that something's wrong with me? Basically trying to make it look like I'm hurting him, I'm starving him and everything, abusing him. And then she goes on to talk about my 14-year-old, and she talks about how heavyweight he is, and cracks on him and says that it looks like something's wrapped around his waist. That's very wrong. And he saw that video. He saw it. That's not okay. These children have not done anything to you people. I haven't even done anything. Technically. And the ones that are coming after me weren't even their videos.
Are you kidding me?
Go to YouTube, guys. Go to your search bar, type in Missing But Not Forgotten, and look at all that garbage. 30-some channels with my face all over them.
Children see that.
Slandering, stalking, bullying, constantly. It's not stopping. It's been going on for months.
I am so mad right now. I don't even know how to... Okay, I'm going to say this. Do you not monitor what your child does? And why would you let him get on YouTube? Well, what am I talking about? You sit there and make these videos right in front of your kids. That's how they know. We can see them when you're making videos. Their little shadows running back and forth and, oh, bend down, walk under camera. I mean, come on. You say all of this in front of your children. That is not okay.
They said if I don't give up on the Summer Wells case, they're not going to leave me alone. Competing said that she got 6 people screen recording me at all times. I better get off the YouTube community. The True Lives. I'm sorry. She said I need to get off of the content that they're using, like missing children and stuff. No, you don't own YouTube, sweetheart. And you cannot tell me what the hell I can talk about. You're not the boss of me. I lost my mom at 13 years old and I don't need another one. And I lost my dad in 2015 and I don't need another one. I'm a grown-ass woman and I can do whatever the hell I want. Okay? Excuse my language. So, yes, don't believe everything you hear. Absolutely not. These people have put a very bad name on me, and if you were to listen to them, you would think that I am a trafficker mom that, does all these horrible things, and I don't. So I just wanted to come on here and let you guys in on a little bit of information that's been going on. And just let you know, don't trust nobody. Don't think, oh, this supporter's got my back. They've been here since day one. That don't matter. I had people on my channel that had been there since day one, and the whole time they were stabbing me in the back. So that don't matter. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and I ask that you subscribe, like, share, and drop me a comment, let me know what you think. You might want to go let WCIA know that what she's doing is extremely illegal, and she's going to end up in jail. How I am pushing for her to be put into a mental institution rather than jail, okay? Because I feel like that's basically what's going on. She has a problem, alright? So, with that being said, hopefully she will recognize and take that.
Okay. Think about what you just said. The whole point of me making this video was because of things like that. Because I don't understand how, if you really do think this woman is mentally unstable, number one, it's really crappy of you to make all these videos bashing her. And I understand it's wrong with what she's doing, but if she's mentally unstable, then she doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't realize how this will hurt you and how it's not okay to continue showing your son. I mean, if she's really mentally unstable, she does not recognize her actions. So either when you come on here, address her in a different way that shows that you're actually a decent human, or just stop addressing it altogether, because it really makes you sound, oh, you have no idea. And I know there's no way other people don't share this opinion. I have people in my family that are mentally unstable, and I have seen them do some crazy things, but never once did I let those actions cause me anger, because I knew I have a good heart, and I knew that they weren't actually doing those things to hurt me. In their mind, they believed those things, even though it might have been twisted. They still thought that what they're doing was okay.
Take that stuff down before it happens. And I can't believe that she allowed that golfer to put her in a position like that. Wow. He's not doing it. He's getting other people to do it. That's okay. Because they all are going to tell the police who told them to do it. And while they're doing it. Thank God for.
Also, like, Benny's a big enough ass. No offense, Benny. He doesn't have to get people to make videos, because he gets on there and he says the horrible things for himself. He doesn't have to get anybody to say anything for him. He proved that the other day when he covered Justice for All's video and said the things that he said, cracking jokes the whole time. He does not need anybody to go in and do his dirty work, darling. He does it himself.
Present court hearings. So in the end, it's going to all come out regardless. Right. So, thank you all so much for being here. Y'all like my picture? I'm still working on getting a better screen record. The one I have sucks. So I figured I would just do it like this. Alright? I love you guys so very much. Please, like I've always said, keep Summer Wells in your prayers. Thank you, and I hope you all have a very blessed day.
Okay, guys. I'm finishing it up too. I just hope that if people see my point of view and they actually agree with me, and if you don't, that is fine. I don't get upset, because you can have a difference of opinion. You don't have to agree with me, because there's nobody in my life that I agree with 100% of the time. Even the person I love most, my husband. Like, me and him obviously don't agree on everything. Me and my children. Okay, I love my children more than I love my husband, but my husband knows that. He's fine with that. But I love them all. But even the people that you don't love and you don't care about, if they're having a difference of opinion, it doesn't make them a bad person. It doesn't make them trying to fight with you. Sometimes just people want you to see things from their point of view. And that's okay. But hopefully you guys will understand what I'm saying. Comment so she can see that she thinks that everything is about her stealing this content, you guys. We know our frustration does not come from her stealing content. I know most of you, that is in like the back of your mind anyway. But have a good night, my YouTube neighbors.